Hi everyone and welcome back to Keep the Peace. We're starting out the Ninjago March 2024 set reviews. And we're gonna start with set number 71810, Young Dragon Riyu. We got this set along with all the other sets sent to us by the LEGO Ambassador Network, so huge thank you to the LAN. But that being said, I'm gonna give you my opinions about these sets. This set has 132 pieces, it goes for $12.99 in pounds, $15.99 in dollars, or $14.99 in euros. And let's look at the set itself. Here is everything we get in the set. We of course get the Young Dragon Riyu build, and we have 3 minifigures, Eren, Sora with her new headgear piece, and 1 wolf mask warrior with the armor piece. Let's look at our figures first. We have from left to right, Eren, Sora, and a wolf mask warrior. We are kind of familiar with all of these figures by now, because Eren used the same hoodie-like design with the horn mask and the armor piece he has since 2023. Sora uses all the same pieces too, of course, except for that new headgear piece. And we of course also have seen the wolf mask warrior in a lot of other sets as well. This one comes with the armor piece. If we remove some of the accessories, we can see all the prints a lot better here, including the face of these characters. We also have some faces on the back of Sora and the wolf mask warrior. The big star here, of course, is the Sora hairpiece, so I wanted to do a little Sora hairpiece comparison. This set, of course, only comes with the one in the middle here. You can see here bangs here don't fully match up with the other two, but honestly, I do think it looks a bit better in person than the pictures I saw earlier. Personally, my biggest piece of criticism here is that the ears don't have the little salmon or pink bits like they do in the hood piece. But overall, I think it's a really nice hairpiece. Here you can see the back with the ponytail a little bit better. It would have been kinda cool if the hairband had a different color. We do also get a bunch of minifigure accessories in the set. We get a curved sword for the wolf mask warrior, as well as golden katanas for Eren and Sora, which you can of course put on their backs with the armor piece. And the most interesting one, of course, is this new hook piece I gave to Eren here. This has this cool dragon head design that's kinda similar to a lot of the golden weapons, and it has a bar here on the back which you can of course clip into a minifigure's hand. I think the idea here is that you can use these to climb or just slide down ropes and stuff like that. Now it's time to look at the actual dragon build itself. Just in general, I want to say that I'm really happy with how complete this looks from all sides. It's just a very nice and complete build. We of course have 4 individual legs, a tail here in the back, this new molded head, and these wing pieces that were already used in the Rising Dragon Strike sets. Let's take a closer look at this new headpiece. This piece is printed here on the sides with the green eyes as well as these blue and yellow scales. It's pretty much the same on both sides, and it's attached with one of these mixel ball joints. You can see the head is really hollow here underneath at the bottom, and there isn't really a neck, but I really do like how the joint is covered with this wheel guard piece, so if we flip it to its like normal orientation, there isn't really a gap, it's just very well covered. Riyu has 4 legs, and these are pretty much all the same, so they are just mirrored on the other side, and the front and back legs are the same. They are connected with mixel joints and built around this light blue wedge piece, as well as this stickered slope. There's another mixel joint in the ankle, and we of course have a little claw here in the front. You can of course post them backwards, forwards, to the sides, and the foot individually of course as well. The tail also uses mixel joints, so you can post that one as well. It has these golden blades here in the back as some extra detail, and it's overall pretty short. The wings can be angled up and down, they're connected by clips. They also have this little claw with this golden mech finger piece in the front that can be posed up and down. So you can flap the wings, you can pose them, it's quite nice. Taking a look at the belly of the dragon, you can see that they use a lot of dark blue pieces here. I think it's pretty well rounded out, and it does look overall very okay. It's not like gappy or anything. There's also dark blue here on the insides of the legs, so there's some nice color layering going on here. And I also just generally like how they use color in this set. The torso used this new mech armor piece from the January wave, and we have some brown pieces here in the front creating a saddle. The piece here is fixed onto it, but you can kind of flip it up, so I can show you how this looks, and you can kind of see here on the inside how this piece is connected. If we flip the piece back down, this also kind of shows you how nicely this all closes up and comes together. It's just very cool shaping, it's all very well covered, and I also think the armor piece does a really good job recreating those scales that baby Riyu had on his back. With the 4 studs up here and on the saddle, we can place 2 minifigures on this dragon, so we can put Sora in the back here for example, and Eren in the front. And I think this looks quite nice. You can swoosh them around of course, and I think it's quite cool to have 2 figures on a dragon of this scale. I noticed that you can pull off some quite cool poses with Riyu, so I wanted to show you that here. You can for example just have him stand on his back legs and pose his arms. I think that looks really funny. And you can also have him just stand on one leg without even like using the tail or the wings to stabilize him. And I think that's really good because it makes him so much more expressive, fun and goofy, which is exactly what you want for one of your main characters, and since he's a brick built character, it's just great to give him this amount of posability. I also wanted to give you a comparison between this model and the baby Riyu piece we got. This set of course does not come with that piece, but I still wanted to show you them side by side. The size difference is of course quite big, but I think the look overall works quite well. They both have the scaly back with the armor piece here on the big one. They both have the scale details on the legs and of course the head. The head shape overall of course matches up quite well because of that new piece. And I also think the wings work quite well. So overall I think this is a really good translation of that design to this scale, and I'm very happy with how this looks. This set only comes with 2 spare pieces, and my copy came with the plastic bags. We have a little sticker sheet with 4 stickers for those scale details on the legs, and one pretty simple instruction booklet with that little progress bar style, and with some ads for other sets in the back with the January set on one page and the March sets on the other. Okay, it's time to give you my final thoughts and opinions about the set, and I'm gonna try to keep it a bit short. I think this set is pretty much, you get exactly what you want. You get the dragon build for Riyu, you get the 3 minifigures, and I think it's all very solid. The dragon build for Riyu is really fun. It looks very complete from all angles. There's no weird gaps. It looks well detailed from the bottom too, maybe except for the head. It's very posable. You can get some fun poses. It looks like a fun character, and it's just a great recreation of the original piece as well. And I think they did a great job. Ryu is gonna be one of the main characters, so you want the toy to be a character as well, and I think they pulled that off, and it's super cool. I don't really have too much to criticize about the set. I think it's just very solid. What they did, it just looks very complete with the armor piece, the new molded headpiece. It just looks very good. The only little bits of criticism I have maybe is the hollow head. Would have been nice to get new suits for Eren and Sora, but at least we got the new headgear piece. And even though there are some inaccuracies, which I personally complained a bit about, I think it's overall a very good piece now having it in hand, and I'm just happy we have it in general. So overall, I highly recommend the set. I think it's a really good set. I think it's something a lot of Ninjago sets are gonna want to pick up because, it's Ryu, he's a main character. You get the new piece for Sora, you get Eren and Sora in general, which are of course the new characters you kind of want. I kind of said this with the Sora's Mech Bike Racer when I reviewed the first Dragon's Rising wave, where I said this is the set you want to get if you want all the new characters, because it had Eren, Sora, and Baby Ryu. Well, this is the new version of this, and it's even cheaper. So I think this is also gonna make a great gift for young Ninjago fans who just want the new characters, and of course they're gonna want Ryu, because Ryu is kind of the poster child mascot character. So I think this is a good set. I think the price is also pretty fair. It's a bit above the usual price per piece, but we have some big pieces with those wings, the new molded headgear piece which is printed, the big armor shell piece, dual molded headgear pieces. So I kind of get it. I don't think it's too awful compared to other Lego sets, so I think it's a fair deal what you get here. Also, if you compare this to a battle pack, for example, I think this is a pretty substantial build, so I don't think it's too crazy or anything. So, personally, I would recommend the set. I think this is a really good set. I was quite surprised with just how nice the dragon build looks in person, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Thank you all so much for watching my review. Be sure to subscribe to see the other Ninjago March 2024 set reviews, and once again, big thank you to Lan for sending us these sets. See you soon here on Keep the Peace.